Okay, so this is a game I got in with my buddy this past Wednesday with his elusive Vermin Swarm. Uh, the Brawlers Bash tournament in Durham, South Carolina is coming up on March 12th and 13th. The last few years it was a 3,000 point game, but this year they've bumped it down to 2,500 because of the fact that it's no longer 8th edition, so I think the player base kind of dropped off a little bit, and so what they are doing with this game is, or with this tournament, is having both the Ninth Age, Kings of War, and Malifaux. So it's like three GTs in one, and I think it's hopefully going to pull in more people. I think right now, the last time I checked, it was about 9 people registered for Ninth Age, 0 for Kings of War, and like 6 to 8 for Malifaux. But I'm looking forward to it. Since it's 2,500 points, I think I'm going to be doing. I would have liked to do the dragon just because, like I said the last time, I think in my last video, I have the Arcane model, which is $170 freaking dollars. So yeah, I need to use that model, or my wife would kill me. So I'm gonna try and run a Manticore mounted lord, since they're monsters beasts. The whole model gets the regen and ward saves and all that good stuff, unlike the dragon. Well, the dragon's awesome and was fun to use against bigger shooting armies. I think I'll probably be taken out a lot quicker. But it worked out fairly well this game. Hopefully, I did a few tweaks to this list, so next time I play, it'll be slightly different from this. But from now on, I think the next few games, once I find a good army list, it's gonna be my list and practice for brawlers essentially. So enjoy and comment, like, subscribe, all that good stuff. And here's the video.
Alright, so starting from my right, I have a Doom Wheel back here. I got 10 Giant Rats, Helping Abomination, 46 Slaves. Back here I have a bunker of 29 Slaves. It has my, not my general, it's just a level 4 Grey Stare and my BSB. Right here I got 40 Storm Vermin. Here's my general on a War Throne. It broke, so he's a little short this game. A Warlock Engineer, Poison Wind Mortar, 2 Warp Lightning Cannons, another 46 Slaves, 6 Rat Ogres, I'm going to bring them out, or Vermin Hulks, whatever they're called now, and 10 more Giant Rats. And then I have a unit of Gutter Runners in ambush, and an Assassin somewhere.
Alright, so again, I still don't have my Hell Riders yet, so proxying them for the Wraiths or whatever they're called. I have 5 Knights with Musician Standard, Dogs, Lust Chariot, 25 Pestilence Marauders with Sword and Board, and my level 2 of Shadow, who got Miasma and the Strength, I think Turn to Mist one. More Dogs, another Lust Chariot, 23 Wrath, Chosen with Halberds, full command, and my BSB. Then another Lust Chariot, 5 Dogs, 5 more of the Hell Riders, my proxy bloodbeast, and then rolling with a Lord on Manticore, just because he's Monsters Cav and not a monster now, so I can have like the actual ward save or regen save and all that other good stuff. So I got all my stuff down before he had, I think he had 5 left, so I auto win turn to go first. Do you have any Vanguard?
No.
Okay, so I got to do my 2 Vanguards, and then we will be off to Warriors turn 1. Record before he started rolling, but movement looks like this. These guys running up there. Dangerous Train killed 1. These guys moved up to here. As you can see, they're running now. Everybody else moved up like so. Those dogs were up here. Moved there, there, there. These guys moved up here. These guys moved all up here. So then magic, I got off the -2 BS to this guy, so he's got 1 ballistic skill now. These guys, the 4 of them, did 2 wounds to the rat ogres, who are now stupid and stumbled forward. And correct me if I'm wrong, but I read the rules for immune psychology, and all that gives you is immunity to fear and panic tests. So you can be stupid, or be affected by stupidity, even though you're immune to psychology. Let me know in the comments. There's nothing literally in the rules that say that immune to psychology makes you immune to everything. It just says you're immune to fear and panic. You don't have to take panic tests essentially. So that is what it looks like up here. There's no hand-to-hand combat, but you'll see. We'll go over the next turn after this, or the Skaven turn. Sorry, Vermin Swarm turn after this.
Alright, so Skaven turn 1. Tried a couple charges. The giant rats charged the dogs over here. They fled. These guys charged those dogs and fled. Redirected to those dogs, which also fled.
Fleeing everywhere.
They just kind of moved up here to block them up a little bit. The rest of the army shuffled up.
Stupidity worked.
They failed their stupid test. They got 2 wounds on them. He did absolutely nothing. He moved 4 inches, which made me have to retreat with him because I didn't want him out there alone, unsupported. Magic, I got off Defile the Ground here, and I got off 1 Warp Lightning on this guy, Black Lightning, and did 2 wounds.
Well, you got 2 off on him. You got 1 wound.
Oh, yeah.
You got 2 off, and then the first guy hit himself.
Yeah, hit himself, but now they're toughness 4, which is awesome, so it didn't wound himself. So that's good. Shooting, killed 2 here with that. Both cannons missed his general.
Yup.
So.
My turn. Let's see what I can do with this bullshit. Oh, and who has the attribute on them? Those guys? Those guys?
There, and there. My
okay.
3 big units have the Ruin lore attribute.
So they get 4 ranks and can fight in 1 extra rank.
1 extra rank, yeah.
So 4 ranks of combat reds.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Yeah.
So Warriors turn 2 is next.
Yeah.
We'll see. Movement.
Do you want to do anything?
No, I'm good. Movement looks like so. These guys charge the rats who are now over here. These guys charge in there. They charge into the now non-existent lightning cannon. That chariot charged into those rats who are fleeing that way. That is all the charges. So then magic, I got the -1 strength to them. And then these guys, I got the boosted miasma, so they're -2 to all their stats. Shooting, he's now stupid, which hopefully will work out so I don't get zapped or anything crazy. Or he doesn't charge, rather. I think he can still zap if he's stupid. These guys, hand-to-hand combat, charged in. The riders did 1 wound, and then the mounts did 2 poison to kill it. This guy did, I think, like 4 impact hits. I think I won that combat by 4. A lot, but he's steadfast, so he didn't go anywhere. These guys, I still have to actually, like, reform them. So I didn't do the combat reform. I do that. Those guys there. These guys moved back, by the way. Forgot about that. These guys moved up just a wee bit, rallied that dogs. These dogs flew off the table there, and they kept running. No other combat, I think. Yeah, so off to Skaven turn 2.
Alright, for charges. I had the assassin here, and I figured why not take a gamble on his BSB, so I charge him in. But I popped the potion strength, so he obviously accepted with
my champion.
But I'm
who got
getting a little
pasted
ahead of myself. The Doom Wheel went into these
Hell Riders.
Slaaneshi Hell Riders. The A-Bomb got into the Chariot. They both made short work of their targets.
Yup.
They finally popped on. They took some shots at the Hell Beast, because I figure it has less protections. But I did like 4 wounds, but you saved them all.
Yeah, I rolled horribly. Awesome.
Yeah. They charged the flank of the chariot that was in with the slaves. General pasted it. He did get a wound off on my Warplock Engineer.
Yes.
That was scary. He almost killed him. I charged the Rat Ogres here, but I failed. Terrible, terrible roll. Spells, I got Death Frenzy off of them.
Which, as you can see, didn't help very much.
Didn't help very much. I think I killed 2 of them. Awesome. Yeah. I did get massive overkill on Champion, though, so fuck him.
Yeah, you did.
Yeah, shooting didn't do much.
It did,
I plinked a couple. Did I do 2?
You did 2 on the knights there. And there was no other shooting because my Hell Riders back there doing work.
Murdering.
Doing what they're supposed to.
Yeah. Yep. So now we're going to Chaos 3.
Yep. So movement. Knights charged over there into the Rat Ogres, which they're no longer there. Chariot made it into his bunker unit here. My bloodbeast went into his A-bomb, and my lord went into his doom wheel. Magic, I got the boosted miasma on them with -3 to all their stats, and then he dispelled my negative strength on this unit over here, but it didn't matter, obviously. No shooting. Combat here. Challenge with the BSB. Did 1 wound to him. He did none to me. And then the Chosen just wrecked shop on the fucking...
10 slaves.
Yeah, slaves. They popped. They reformed like so. This combat was actually very close. I won, but he stuck and then was able to reform. As you can see, my general...
3 to 4 wounds.
Yeah, my general freaking popped him, and he ran.
Pasted the doom wheel.
And then, yeah, I have 1 wound left on my blood beast, and you have how many wounds left on your A-bomb? You have 3 on him.
I have 3 left.
He has 6 wounds.
6 wounds.
Goo! Here I got in, and I think I actually won combat because I killed his lord, his sorcerer lord. That guy finally killed the lightning cannon, and these guys died. These guys moved back over here, and then with the magic move that I got, I moved him out of the unit so he doesn't get attacked by them. Yeah, so now it's off to Skaven turn 3. Right? Yeah, that was my turn.
Yep.
So Skaven turn 3.
Skaven 3. So I tried to charge up here. It failed, but I missed by 1 inch, of course. Repositioned them to get him a flank here, so I had to move them up. This guy came down here, blasted the last Hell Rider away. He pasted off the beast.
No.
Okay, here, 18 poison shots at his wizard, and was hitting on 6s, which is what I need for poison. Not 1 6. So mathematically, should have 3. Should be dead, but he probably is pretty good save.
You only have a 4 up.
And I cast something that doesn't matter.
Yeah, the
And
blades
then
thing.
I won this, but he passed his leadership test.
On a 4. It was a 5 needed. I got a 4.
God damn it.
So, yeah.
Alright.
Warriors turn 4.
Yay.
Charge the A-bomb there. Move my general over there. Move the dogs over here. Move my sorcerer over here. He's in arc, but those little ratty rats haven't rallied yet, so that he couldn't be charged at the time. Move these guys back. Magic, I failed to cast the first one, and then he dispelled with like 6 or 7 dice at it, and dispelled it. And then combat, crushed the A-bomb, and then his toxic attacks killed 4?
4, I think, yeah.
4 there. Over here, I killed his BSB, and then did 1 wound with my horse to his unit, and then he did 1 wound to me. I lost by 2, and I was within general's range, but still failed, obviously.
You needed 7, you were on 8.
Yeah, and then I got away from a decent amount, actually.
Dude, this game has been the story of one away, from what you need.
So, it is off to Skaven turn, or Vermin Swarm turn 4.
Turn 4. I finally got the Storm Vermin charge.
That he's been trying for turn 1.
On the former Marauders.
They're off the board.
Additionally, I did 1 wound to that guy with my pew, which was awesome. Mm-hmm. And then I decided to try to take out the chariot with the gutter runner, so I only did 1 more wound to it, so it has 1 left.
It's still fleeing, so
yeah,
they didn't.
Still get half. Probably should kill the dogs for the guaranteed points, but yeah. Overall, pretty good game.
I think we're calling it here.
Yeah, you get your free choice here.
Yeah, I mean, I
What would you charge?
How many points is your...
I was going to try to double flee you.
Oh, yeah?
Here. So if you charge one, another flee, and you're like, oh, I'll redirect that flee, and then you're stuck. But you'd have to go for, one or the other.
Yeah.
But I think you won with the points you got.
No, because all my points are in there. I think you got 175 for the bloodbeast, which I think one of the guys...
Bomb was 250, 230. Yeah. So.
One of the guys on my last video was like, we were having a back and forth on the bloodbeast and its current, like the way it is right now.
Yeah.
With any other mark, maybe with pestilence it might be good, and maybe with lust for the extra reroll. But with wrath on him, he's disgusting.
Yeah, absolutely.
Paired with a Chaos Lord of Wrath, he is disgusting.
There aren't many things in the game that have weapon skill fucking 8.
Yeah,
and then plus one
to hit with the wrath.
Hit on 2s is disgusting.
Yeah, 6 attacks, and Frenzy gives him 6 attacks. He's got Hatred.
Yeah.
He's got +2 to hit, or +1 to hit rather.
Because what was the bane of chaos back in the day? It was when you went in and you got you flubbed your attack rolls.
Yeah.
So now this kind of guarantees that you don't do that. You're hitting on 2s. You're not gonna fucking miss.
Yeah. But I think you got the 175 for the Bloodbeast, 70 points for the 2 units of dogs.
Combined.
Yeah. 2 chariots.
Not each.
Yeah, combined. 2 chariots of 120 plus half of this one. And then the knights and their banner. And then I think these guys are 160 in a banner.
Mm.
And and you got half of the wizard.
If you didn't get my Grey Saren BSB, it would have been a close game. But you got them, and I think that was definitely the tipping point.
Yeah, this guy right here got me those points.
Yeah, I need to watch out for that a little better.
Yeah, that was definitely I put the icon of Relentless Company on them, thinking, hey, I can push them up the board. They get triple march, so they get to move 12 inches one time during the game.
Yeah,
and I was like, there's not a very good time to do that because you had your slaves there, and these guys were right here. So if I pushed them up any farther, they would have been charged even earlier.
Yeah.
I was trying to get them around to scoot around here and then charge in. And if you hadn't charged the dogs over here in the first turn, the dogs would have gone up and blocked that group.
So, what's the advantage of Chosen over other Chaos Warriors? You get +1.
Literally, it's for the loadout with them right now. They're, I think, halberds and Mark of Wrath. With
regular warriors would have,
if they were the same exact build.
Yeah.
Chosen would be 20 points per model for Wrath with halberds, and then I think Warriors turn out to be 17 points per model.
Okay.
And Chosen get +1 strength from their mark.
Initiative.
And
that's
they get Chosen are weapon skill 6.
Yeah.
Strength 5 with the Mark of Wrath because it gives a +1 to strength there. With halberds gives them strength 6, initiative 5, and 2 attacks. They're because they start out at 13 points, and there's a big debate on the forums, like I was saying, where why take warriors when you can just fill up the core with chariots?
Chosen or core?
No.
Oh.
Warriors are core.
Okay.
You can just fill up the core, like you saw my core was 3 chariots, 3 dogs, and a 160 point bunker.
Very nice.
And then the rest was right there. My knights, and then my 2 units of Hellstriders. Which,
how much were your knights worth? 120?
They were more than that. They're 2 something. Knights are 220. That was with Musician Standard and the War Plus. But, the Knights, I'm kind of iffy on them. They do decently. But for the points, I could just get another freaking unit of, Hellstriders or something.
I mean, if it's over a unit of Hellstriders, it's worth it.
I mean, yeah.
How much is that unit?
This unit was only 160.
So you could have another giant infantry block, which might help you, you put the infantry in and then you hit your lord in the flank.
Yeah.
But the knights are faster.
The knights are faster. I think
And they threaten flanks. That's the good thing.
yeah, that's definitely what I've been using them for, and
Yeah.
they did fairly well. They kept shit from going after anything else over there.
Yeah.
Um,
I definitely overestimated them. I put my, well, I think you had a lot of threats over here. I put the A-bomb Doom over here. Cause
yeah.
He's heavy on the set.
Yeah, oh, man, I've never, in 8th edition, I never used the Hellstriders, and I tried them out the last few games, and they're just amazing.
Well, they have lances now.
The whip is disgusting because you just have to hit, and they're stupid initiative 0. So it's like, they can be across the board turn 2, or turn 1, actually.
Like, shit on 2s, like other chaff, like what?
Yeah.
Your whole army hits everything on 2s. Like, what?
Yeah, the lightning reflex is gross.
Yeah, dude.
But yeah, I'll put we'll add up the points. I'll put the point values in the video or whatever.
Yeah.
But thanks for watching. Peace.
All right, so end game turned out to be let's see, about 1260 for the Vermin Swarm, and then 1374 for my Wars of the Dark Gods. So it was a lot closer than I thought it was going to be. My list, like right as it is now, my list is working well, but I feel like the core is I didn't want to do 100 freaking chariots, even though I had 3. But I'm trying to like pair it off a little bit to where like my buddy had 2 big ass units of slaves, a bunker of slaves, and then a horde of storm vermin. So my block of what are they called? Barbarians with Mark and Nurgle and Sword and Board. I mean, if they had gone into the slaves, then they probably could have out fought them. But with the small number that I had of them, I think they're better since they're so cheap. They're better with a higher model count. So I kind of redid my list, and seeing how well his slaves did, I figured I might as well try that out as well. And so I buffed up in my new list my what is it? My barbarians are now at like 44, I think. See, like my new list is the same as this one. So I have my Lord of Manticore, my BSB, 1-up rollable, my level 2 of Shadow, but he's got the Hardened Shield and a Dispel Scroll, so he's got a 2-up. Still got the 2 units of Hellstriders, which I just got my second box of Hellstriders in the mail yesterday, so I'm probably going to start on them after I finish my models for my Chosen. Then I have 2 Lust Chariots still, so I'm not dropping all my Chariots. I think 2 is like my minimum for Chariots for me. Then I have the Barbarians with 44 Barbarians with a Champion, and then Standard Musician or Standard Bear, no Musician. They have Mark of Wrath and then Flails. So they're easier to hit for everything, but they're gonna hit everything else on average on 3s. So like if they go against any other regular core that isn't high elves, they're gonna get 2s to hit. So and then with the strength 5 with the flails, striking at initiative order, they should be able. They're gonna die in droves, but they should be able to do a decent amount of damage back, and hopefully still be steadfast. I'm probably gonna run them in like 6 or 8 wide, depending on what I place them against. I still have 3 units of dogs, and then my Chosen has dropped down 2 models to 22. I dropped the icon of the company because for me, like the rest of my army is so slow that if I push them up too far, too early, then they're just gonna get like charged. And I mean, I guess they can probably survive a flank charge from something, but I don't know. I'll have to mess with it. Because if I can keep them there for at least one round of combat and have them not be completely decimated or run away, then, I mean, having the rest of my 2 chariots and like my bloodbeast and my general coming in to support them would probably be a good thing, but it all depends on the magic phase of my enemy, I guess. I replaced that icon though with the flaming standard because now you can actually just activate it instead of having it at all times. So like the people that like the High Elves Fireborn or any characters that have the um, fire 2-up ward save versus flaming items, I don't have to use the flaming attacks, which is good. Bloodbeast is still there just because he's freaking OP as hell and gives my lord hatred. And then I still have the knights in there, but they just have a standard musician, no champion, and still with the warpless weapons. So my list as of now, like I said before, is going to be essentially playing against for brawlers and prepping for that. And it'll probably be, unless I can get some games against some of the local guys that are not just my 3 buddies and me, the majority of my games are gonna be versus Vermin Swarm, Orcs and Goblins, and High Elves. So I'm looking forward to doing more against the High Elves just because they're probably my hardest opponent, just because they're elite as well, but they're better at elite stuff because they have good shooting, movement, weapon skill, or magic, and close combat with their freaking stupid ass sword masters and white lions and such. So, anyways, thanks for watching. Hopefully, I'll have another game in the next week or 2 that I can put up. And like I said in the beginning, like, subscribe, comment, all that good stuff, and see you in the next one.